India to experience firsthand the life of Buddha through his teachings and through our rare monuments which have again been refurbished by Ministry of Culture, and we feel that this is a very, very important occasion. As was mentioned, this pilgrimage has been organized by the Sangwon Society of Korea with the motto, "Life, I love you," and the slogan, "Oh we, oh love, oh life." The route will cover all the Buddhist holy sites in India and Nepal, from the birth of Buddha to his nirvana. The major programs will be walking meditation, Buddhist ceremonies, 108 prostrations practice, and the Dharma assembly. The purpose of this entire exercise is to, firstly, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties between South Korea and India, and to increase the friendship and collaboration between the two countries, and to pray for peace in both nations. To spread a Buddhist culture of devotional activities through a pilgrimage of India, where the life and footsteps of the Buddha are preserved. To share the Buddhist culture of both countries and pray for world peace. To expand the culture of the Korean wave through the globalization of Korean Buddhism, and for South Korea and India to jointly explore Buddhist pilgrimage trails, the equal of any major international pilgrimage trail. So this is a very important point, that this Buddhist pilgrimage trail, it is one of the most important holy pilgrimage trails, and the Korean pilgrims who are coming and going to walk for more than 1100 kilometers over 40 days, and they will cover destinations like the departure will be from Sarnath in Varanasi on the 11th, and then thereafter the Bodhi tree at Mahabodhi Temple, Nalanda University, Gandakuti or Vulture Peak, Buddha's relic stupa site, Kesariya Stupa, Mahaparinirvan Temple, and whole lot of sites they would be visiting on foot. So this is an opportunity for our country to extend our hand of friendship, which we have very friendly relationships with Korea, to extend our friendship again to Korea, and to welcome not only the Korean pilgrims, but also pilgrims, Buddhist pilgrims from all over the world to our country to experience the richness of our culture, our society, and be a part of this entire milieu and experience the rich heritage of the country. We are happy that the entire government is supporting this particular effort. Today we have representatives from Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture with us. Ministry of External Affairs is fully geared to support this particular effort. And the government of UP and government of Bihar, they are fully on board, and their representatives are also present here to extend the entire support to this pilgrimage. We would like to welcome the Korean pilgrims, the Korean and their support staff, and assure that all possible help would be provided during their stay in India. And we hope that their objective of following the route, the pilgrimage route, and having a deeper understanding of Buddhist philosophy is fulfilled when they are in India. With that, I would like to welcome His Excellency, the Ambassador, to brief us more about the event.
Thank you, sir. As sir said, the government of Uttar Pradesh and the government of Bihar are fully committed to ensuring the safety and comfort of our guests from the Republic of Korea who are set to embark upon this historic pilgrimage. I would now like to request the Ambassador of the Republic of Korea to India, His Excellency Chung Ji-bok, to share his thoughts on this collaboration.
Thank you. Distinguished members of the Indian media, our friends, and distinguished officials from the government of India and state governments of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Namaste to everyone. On behalf of the government of the Republic of Korea, I welcome you all to this joint press conference. Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time to be here with us. I also express my deep gratitude to the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and Government of India for organizing the press conference. My special thanks to Shri Apurva Chandra, Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, for being together with us for this media interaction. Let me begin by appreciating the important role that Indian press has been playing in promoting close Korea-India bilateral ties. I count on your support as we strive to promote much deeper and broader bilateral ties. Especially the year 2023 is a very special and meaningful in India-Korea bilateral relations. Our diplomatic relations are now 50 years old, and we are celebrating this historic milestone in our diplomatic journey in a befitting manner. As you all know, this year is also quite special for India, as it has assumed the G20 presidency. Korea, of course, is committed to contributing to the success of India's G20 presidency. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of media, 50 years of diplomatic relations between India and Korea have been a momentous journey of friendship and cooperation. And this period has witnessed robust bilateral cooperation across a wide range of areas. While the implementation of SEPA agreement has contributed to phenomenal growth in bilateral trade and investment, and India-Korea Special Strategic Partnership since 2015 has given impetus to close cooperation in the defense and security fields. In tandem, bilateral cooperation in the field of culture and people-to-people contacts have also become as close and strong as never before. In all, Korea-India diplomatic ties at 50 have much accomplishments to feel proud of and rejoice. And as we celebrate the golden jubilee of our diplomatic ties, we cannot miss the important facet of Buddhist linkages that our two countries and two peoples share. These ties always evoke strong emotions and generate immense goodwill among our two peoples. The success of our bilateral relations owes a great deal to this spiritual connect between our two peoples. Buddhism was introduced in Korea in the 4th century and once became the official religion of an ancient kingdom in Korea. Today, 1/5 of Korea's population are Buddhists who regard India as their spiritual home. Every year, thousands of them come and visit India on pilgrimages to various Buddhist sacred sites, enriching the close ties of cooperation and friendship between our two peoples. To emphasize our common Buddhist ties, Prime Minister Narendra Modi presented Korea with sapling of the sacred Bodhi tree during his state visit to Korea in 2019. Given this background, what could be a better way to commemorate the 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties between our two countries than to nurture this vibrant civilizational link? So was conceived this unique Korean Buddhist pilgrimage to India. That's my understanding. And this is the first of its kind, and you can say a unique people-to-people contact program. This is being organized by the Joge Order of Korean Buddhism, which is the biggest and the most representative Korean Buddhist organization. More specifically, by Sangwol Society, a non-profit organization of Korea. This pilgrimage is scheduled from February 9th to March 23rd. In this pilgrimage, 108 pilgrims will walk on foot to sacred Buddhist sites in India and Nepal to trace Buddha's footsteps from birth to nirvana. The program during the pilgrimage will include walking meditation, Buddhist ceremonies, 108 prostration ceremonies, and Dharma assembly. The total number of participants in various programs, including opening and closing ceremonies, are expected to be above 5,000. With an opening ceremony on 11th February, the foot march will begin from Saranath in Varanasi and walking through Nepal, and it would conclude on March 20 at Saravasti in Uttar Pradesh, covering a distance of nearly 1,200 kilometers in more than 40 days. Ladies and gentlemen, this mega Buddhist pilgrimage has enormous significance. First, this is a befitting tribute to our shared Buddhist heritages and linkages. We are confident that this will go a long way towards further deepening our people-to-people contacts and cultural exchanges. Second, the pilgrimage has the potential to popularize the Buddhist pilgrimage route in India, much like the Camino de Santiago in Spain. It will definitely attract many Buddhist travelers to India from around the world, as India seeks to showcase its rich cultural heritage during the G20 presidency. I believe this Korean Buddhist pilgrimage is quite timely. Third, at the heart of this pilgrimage is the yearning for peace and prosperity. At a time when the world is beset with terrorism, tensions, and conflicts, Lord Buddha's message of peace and compassion is a need of the hour. During this pilgrimage, Buddhist monks would offer prayers for a peaceful and prosperous world. Fourth, Buddhist teachings have much in common with the motto of India's G20 presidency: one family, one earth, one future. Our Buddhist pilgrims will pray for the success of G20 under India's leadership. That's all I have to say about the upcoming pilgrimage for now. I do request our friends in the media to give this event adequate coverage and the publicity in the interest of Korea-India bilateral ties in the 50th year of our diplomatic ties. Also, in the days to come, there is a lot that is going to happen on the bilateral front, which you can highlight. This will greatly contribute towards building even stronger and closer bilateral relations. And last but not least, I'd like to extend my special gratitude to the Government of India, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Culture, and state governments of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar for unwavering support for the preparation of this pilgrimage and also the safety and security for the whole pilgrims. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, to take you through its many interesting aspects, we would like to present a glimpse of the Songwall Society walking pilgrimage through an audio-visual video. Let's have a look.
In 723, Kyecho, an eminent monk of Korea's Silla dynasty, firmly resolved to learn the Buddha's teachings. To do this, he crossed oceans and deserts, ultimately making a pilgrimage around India. At that time, a journey in pursuit of Dharma was so treacherous that only 1 or 2 out of 10 could survive such a feat. 1,000 years later, in 2023, a year that also marks the 50th anniversary of the diplomatic ties between South Korea and India, Korean disciples of the Buddha again embark on such a journey. From Lumbini to Kushinagar, they plan a pilgrimage to walk 1,167 kilometers over 43 days. This significant event is titled Sangwon Society Walking Pilgrimage, walking in the footsteps of the Buddha. This historic pilgrimage begins on February 9th. In November of 2019, the Sangwon Society was founded, largely driven by the vows of Venerable Tasing, former president of the Jogye order who demonstrated great leadership during his term. The society began when Venerable Tasing and 8 monks entered an intensive sun meditation retreat for 90 days, in the unforgiving cold of a harsh winter, sheltered only by a tent. Later, Korean disciples of the Buddha gathered and continued to make walking pilgrimages to pray for happiness and peace for all. First, in 2020, people started pilgrimage of compassion to overcome national disasters. In 2021, there was another pilgrimage to the 3 jewel temples. And last year, in 2022, Sangwon Society had pilgrimage of peace and mind liberation. Sangwon Society Practice Movement, Korean Buddhism Revitalization Movement, Pan-Korea Harmonization Movement, Whole World Peace Movement. These 4 goals pursued by the Sangwon Society embody the Buddha's teachings. They also embody the spirit of the phrase, "The whole world is a single flower," which expresses the non-duality of the universe and self. One Earth, one family, one future. This theme of the G20 summit to be held in September 2023 in India is also the spirit of the Sangwon Society. The fourfold community of Korean Buddhism, monks, nuns, male and female lay Buddhists, walk together side by side in the Sangwon Society walking pilgrimage, walking in the footsteps of the Buddha. Along roads the Buddha himself walked, the pilgrims will pray. May South Korea and India initiate a path of renewed interaction and harmony. May citizens of both countries find peace and happiness. May our planet Earth and all lives on it feel respected and happy. Based on India's successful G20 summit, we rejoice that the world may ultimately come to bloom as a single flower.
We would now like to open the house for questions from our friends from the media. Please introduce yourself and your organization along with your questions.
Yes, 47, please.
Hi, my name is Nirmala. I write for the Straits Times. I just wanted to know, could you give us a sense of, how many pilgrims used to come for the Buddhist circuit, and what kind of, impact this walk will have on re-energizing the circuit?
Tourism would be having figures. I think they will be having the figures. They can, but as a walking pilgrimage, I think this would be amongst the first where such a large number, and that too from Korea, and they would be walking the entire stretch for 1167 kilometers. So, I mean, there Buddhist pilgrims do come in a big number to the sites of Buddhism, but largely it is, the travel is largely, earlier it used to be by train, and after the Kushinagar airport, it is by plane also. But I mean, this would be one of the largest walking pilgrimage by a foreign group.
38, please.
Hi, this is Sanjeeva Ahuja from Asian Community News. My question is on the 41st day, the pilgrims will be reaching Lucknow. And my question is, will they be touching upon Queen Hawk Memorial Park also? And this park is ready now. So, and my second question is, which is a related one, when is this being inaugurated? This park, Queen Hawk Memorial Park in Lucknow.
I think, sure. As far as we know, there's no activity after the closing ceremony. So for Lucknow, they will prepare the move from Lucknow to New Delhi, and then during the 3 days in India for the pilgrims, there's going to be some cultural activities in New Delhi, like temple food, the dinner, and also some cultural exhibition. So those things are prepared, but not in Lucknow.
Next question is, when is this park being inaugurated?
Park?
Is that it?
I think that question can only be answered by the UP government, not by this forum.
Number 2, please. This side.
सर, मैं नितेंद्र डीडी न्यूज़ से, भारत सरकार किस तरीके से सहयोग करेगी इस यात्रा के दौरान, और राज्य सरकार किस तरह सहयोग करेगी, और G20 के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो कितना जो बौद्ध संस्कृति को बढ़ावा देने में मदद मिलेगी?
देखिए, केंद्र सरकार की तरफ से आज हमारे साथ टूरिज्म मंत्रालय और सांस्कृतिक कार्य मंत्रालय यहाँ उपस्थित है, और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स, उनके सपोर्ट के बिना इस तरह की जो जटिल यात्रा है ये पूरी होना बहुत मुश्किल है। और राज्य शासनों का, जो राज्य सरकार है उत्तर प्रदेश की और बिहार की, उनका योगदान इसमें बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है, क्योंकि ये जो पिलग्रिम्स हैं, ये 108 पिलग्रिम्स हैं, इनके साथ इनका सपोर्ट स्टाफ होगा, और जैसा एम्बेसडर साहब ने बताया कि इनॉग्रल क्लोजिंग में 5000 लोग होंगे, और मेरे ख्याल से जो हर कैंप पे जो लोग रहेंगे लगभग 1000 के लगभग लोग रहेंगे, तो उसमें कहाँ उन्हें टेंट लगाने हैं, कैसी उनकी सिक्योरिटी है, टेंट लगाते समय वहाँ पर जो सैनिटेशन है, बिजली है, ये सब जो सुविधाएं उपलब्ध कराना है, ये सब जो है राज्य सरकार करा रही हैं। और रास्ते के अंदर जो है जब चलते हैं तो उस समय ट्रैफिक का मैनेजमेंट वो भी राज्य सरकारों को करना आवश्यक है। और केंद्र सरकार की तरफ से हमारी भूमिका पूरी सपोर्ट देने की है, और यही है कि ये जो बुद्धिस्ट सर्किट है ये पॉपुलराइज हो, इतनी बड़ी संख्या में विदेशी बुद्धिस्ट पिलग्रिम्स आके बुद्धा के पाथ पे चल रहे हैं, तो हमें पूरी अपेक्षा है कि इससे जो है ये इसको में हमारा टूरिज़्म को बढ़ावा मिलेगा, और टूरिज़्म को इसमें बढ़ावा मिलेगा, और आगे भी हमारे यहाँ जो है बुद्धिस्ट पिलग्रिम्स की संख्या की आवक में और बढ़ोतरी होगी, क्योंकि और इसमें मेरे को आपके जो मीडिया है उनका भी योगदान अपेक्षित है, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि ये जो विज़िट है इसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा दर्शाया जाए, देश में ही नहीं परंतु विदेश में भी, जिससे कि जो बाहर के पर्यटक हैं वो और जो पिलग्रिम्स हैं वो इसके बारे में और अधिक उनको जानकारी मिले और यहाँ आने के लिए आकर्षित हो।
25, please.
मैं पूनम हूँ अमर उजाला से। मेरा प्रश्न है कि ये G20 के तहत एक रणनीतिक पहल भी है और एक जन भागीदारी का आयोजन भी है, तो जो हमारा सूचना व प्रसारण मंत्रालय है वो क्या प्रयास करेगा कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो आम जन हैं, जो भारतीय हैं, हमको पता है कि हम इतनी सांस्कृतिक विरासत धरोहर को हम अपने साथ रखते हैं, कि उन तक ये संदेश जाए कि हमारी ये जो यात्रा है वो सार्थक हो जाए।
तुम बोलोगे।
अनेक मायनों में प्रसार भारती कोरियन डेलीगेशंस के साथ में और कोरियन लोगों के साथ में लगातार इंगेज रहा है, और इस यात्रा के लिए स्पेसिफिकली जो हमारा रोल रहेगा वो इन तीर्थयात्रियों द्वारा जिन स्थानों पर भ्रमण किया जा रहा है वहाँ पर उन्होंने क्या देखा, वहाँ पे उनके क्या अनुभव रहे, वो अनुभव ला करके हमारे जो दर्शक हैं, हमारे जो श्रोता हैं उन तक ले जाए, और साथ में ये अनुभव हमारे डिजिटल और अन्य माध्यमों से हम लोग कोरिया के जो निवासी हैं, जो हमारे यहाँ के भविष्य में विजिटर्स हो सकते हैं, उन तक ये संदेश पहुँचा सकें। और साथ ही साथ सांस्कृतिक तौर पर बड़े लंबे समय से कोरिया और भारत के बीच में जो रिलेशंस रहे हैं उनको हम लोग भविष्य में और ज़्यादा बढ़ावा दे सकें, कंटेंट शेयरिंग के माध्यम से नए नए कार्यक्रम मिलकर के साथ में तैयार करके, और जो वहाँ के भी दर्शक हैं और श्रोता हैं उन तक हम अपना कंटेंट भी पहुँचा सकें, और उनका जो कंटेंट है वो हम ला करके अपने दर्शकों को भी दिखा सकें। तो ये एक यात्रा एक अंग है उन सभी गतिविधियों का जो प्रसार भारती और कोरिया के जो ब्रॉडकास्टर्स हैं वो मिल कर के कर रहे हैं, और हम कोरिया सरकार के आभारी हैं कि इस प्रकार का कार्यक्रम उन लोगों ने डिज़ाइन किया है, और आगे आने वाले दिनों में जो हमारे आपसी जो संबंध हैं उन्हें और प्रगाढ़ करने का हमें मौका मिलेगा।
124, please.
I'm Santosh Mehta. First of all, congratulations for having this big festival. I would like to know, Excellency, what kind of facilities are given by you, especially from the Korean government, for the Indian journalists who are, want to go there or cover there, and what kind of message you have especially for them,
Thank you for raising that issue, and we want the media of India become more interested in the coverage of this pilgrimage. But main organizer is the Sangwal Society. But at the beginning, I had a discussion with the Secretary Chandra. This will be good. Actually, the joint press conference will be a very good occasion to attract the interest and from the media. But I don't know yet what kind of facility to provide, and if you become more specific, and then we'll deliver. Yeah.
No, if, see, we will distribute the entire schedule to the media, which is being given, wherever this pilgrimage is going, where all the night halts are. And through the offices of PIB and Prasar Bharati in Uttar Pradesh, if any media person wants to go that particular place and wants to cover it, then we will facilitate that particular activity. The PIB in Mr. Satyendra Prakash is there. He can answer that, and PIB in Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow will facilitate all